Now, this time of year, it's not just an important festival in the Christian calendar, it's also when the Jewish community celebrates Hanukkah.
Yes, today is the third of the 8th-day festival. Hanukkah means rededication and traditionally is a time when families get together.
Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu melech haolam.
Chanukah commemorates an event over 2,000 years ago in the times of the temple, when they used to light a menorah every day, which had 7 branches, and following the Greek occupation of the Holy Land, there had been a period of time when the temple was in disarray, and they hadn't lit the menorah, and that sort of represented obviously a lapse in their observance. And Chanukah marked the rededication of the temple. They didn't have enough oil for the menorah, they only had enough oil for one night, it had to be pure olive oil, but by a miracle it lasted 8 days instead of just 1 day, 1 night. So we celebrate Chanukah for 8 days, it's a sort of renewal. By a miracle it lasted 8 days instead of just 1 day, 1 night. So we celebrate Chanukah for 8 days, it's a sort of renewal, rededication, festival of light. It's important, like any festival. It's a relatively modern one, it's not found in the Bible. It's a little bit less strict than the other festivals. You don't necessarily have to take the day off work. We have fewer restrictions, which in some ways makes it nicer for families, because it's something you can just sort of do when you get home from school or work. Chanukah is quite simple. You have to light the menorah, so you light candles every night. We do that together. There's a custom of giving either money or it tends to be chocolate money and giving presents. Like any Jewish holiday, there's food involved. Because the miracle involved oil, so we eat oily foods. So we eat something called latkes, which is potatoes fried in oil, donuts and other similar traditional foods. That's really all there is to it. I lived in America for a few years. There's much more sort of awareness of Chanukah there. You'll go into a shop, you'll see Christmas trees, and you'll see little menorahs and the spinning top called the dreidel that we play with. It's much more sort of prevalent. Over here it's not caught on as much. It's nice for the kids obviously to have their own culture and their own festivals. It's particularly nice this year because it falls around the same time. Jewish calendar is a lunar calendar, so it fluctuates a few weeks either side of Christmas, but this year it falls the same time, so not really missing out at all. In fact, we have 8 days of presents, so there could be something to be said for celebrating Hanukkah where you get 8 days.